Hey, welcome back to this episode 11 of Jake in the Wood. This is Jake. I am the Wood.
Kate Cusader.
Yeah, so today maybe I get to be the talent.
Hey, you're always the talent. You're always the talent in my eyes, my friend.
Thank you.
All right, so we're gonna keep doing our segment, a little segment called "What Would Wood Do?"
What would the Wood do?
What would Wood do?
Okay.
So, Wood,
Here we go. I don't know this question, by the way.
if you had to compete in a competitive eating contest, and this of course is Joey Chestnut, 71 Dogs and Buns. But if you had to compete
Yeah.
in a competitive
I
eating
could.
contest, what would be your food of choice?
Ooh, pie.
What kind of pie?
Probably like a berry pie, like blueberry pie of some kind. Yeah. Strangely enough, it is the 20th year. I saw the New York Times say it's the 20th year anniversary of the debut of American Pie, the movie.
Yeah,
I would want to eat. I would want to eat that pie, but
No, I would cheap plug. I would eat Varsity Pizza Chicken Bacon Ranch.
oh, Varsity Pizza is good.
Cheap plug for Varsity Pizza, and also cheap plug for Eric Maley,
Yeah.
real estate agent. If you're buying or selling a home, you need to contact this person right here, Eric Maley. His phone number, cell phone 315-391-3454.
Yeah, I've done that 3 times, buying and selling. So he's kind of our guy.
Yeah, and
So if you need somebody to help you buy or sell a home, he's your dude.
he may not be able to tie his shoes, but he knows everything about real estate in this area. He does his homework. I would not mention this person if I didn't feel confident that Eric Maley is the best real estate agent in this
Yeah.
area. He even sold Mike Hopkins' house when he
Oh,
went to
no
Washington.
kidding. Yeah, like
True
another
story.
cheap plug. Okay, we're done name dropping. Moving along to episode 11. What do you got for us, Jake?
We got NBA free agency, which is everybody's talking about.
man,
Wood, you've been
freaking
out.
sad.
How was your crime fighting endeavors?
It was, well, I was in like the mountains of West Virginia.
That's scary.
And I went to Washington, D.C., where the biggest crimes in the world are perpetuated.
Yeah, it's called politics.
Yeah.
I digress.
Yeah. So, yeah, we had a good time and happy to be back on Jake in the Wood.
If you need a real estate agent, contact Eric Maley. If you need an NBA free agent, apparently they're everywhere.
Yeah, don't contact Eric Maley for that.
No, he will not. Actually, he could try out for the Lakers. They still need one more guy.
The Knicks need all the help they
everybody.
can get, right?
But, so we're going to break this down to winners and losers because I have written down every team and everything they've done, including Jeremy Grant being traded from Oklahoma City to Denver. Also, Michael Carter-Williams signing with Orlando. So we got some Syracuse guys going. No Carmelo yet. No word of Carmelo for Boeheim's Army. But we're going to do some winners and losers. Number one, for the winners side, I have the Clippers, of course. Kawhi making the big swindle with Oklahoma City to get Paul George there. They traded a boatload of draft picks. Oklahoma City is apparently going, the Philadelphia tank route. No word on Russell Westbrook going to the Lakers yet. But Kawhi Leonard and Paul George also signed 2-year deals with a 3rd-year player option. So you're really only getting those guys for 2 years. I mean, Toronto only got Kawhi for 1. Look what they did. So maybe they can pull it off.
As much as I like Doc Rivers, somehow I don't think that's going to work. I've seen this trick before. The Nets tried it several years ago.
The Nets are trying it again, brother?
Yeah, they are trying it again. I don't know. We'll see.
Which brings me to my number 2 team, the Nets, with Kyrie and Kevin Durant. Now, Kyrie Irving is like that girl that you invite to the party because you know she's going to bring that hot chick. Come on. KD, come on. Now, she also brings her not-so-hot chick, DeAndre Jordan. But,
She's the big girlfriend.
Yeah. She's the one you don't want at the party so much, but,
She's the moped friend.
Yeah.
We'll leave it there.
Yeah, negotiations are negotiations, man. I don't really have a third team. I think the Jazz have made some good moves. I think the Pelicans very underrated getting JJ Redick to their team. I like JJ Redick, locker room guy. That's a very young team that needs a veteran presence and a 3-point shooter to spread the floor for Zion Williamson. So, and also watch out for the Indiana Pacers. But we've also got some losers, and here's another question for the Wood. I think my top loser is Charlotte. I mean, you got Kemba Walker there, who's the only reason you pay a ticket is to go watch Kemba Walker. Okay?
He's way better than people realize.
Yeah, and he's going to be great for the Celtics. I think he's going to be a big locker room. The only reason I don't have the Celtics on a winners list for that is, losing. They've lost quite a few players, but in terms of locker room presence, I think Kemba Walker comes in and changes addition by subtraction. But here's my question: who's the worse owner, Dolan or Jordan?
Oh, no question, Dolan.
That was easy.
Yeah, no question. As a almost lifelong Knicks fan, Dolan is, in March we thought we were gonna get Kyrie and Durant, and now we have a bag of balls, and we got the was the number 3 pick, RJ
Barrett.
slow-footed Barrett. If you've watched any of the summer league, the dude is too slow for the NBA. He's getting 12 or 14 points because he's taking,
All the
12 or
shots, yeah.
14 shots. But when he's playing against real competition, I just shake my head at how bad the Knicks are going to be.
I think a lot of people had the Knicks on their losers team for free agency because they didn't.
You're the New York
They
Knicks. You should
didn't-
attract good players, but nobody wants to play for a grease fire organization.
Right, in March, they were the ones that had Kyrie, and the Knicks were going to be a great team back in March. But I still think, with the additions they've made, I do think they're going to be better than they were last year. So
They gave away Porzingis.
Porzingis wasn't coming back anyway.
We had another year with him. We would have still had another year with Porzingis.
He would have said my toe hurts, and he would have said, my...
No, he
I-
wanted to play.
I strained my third rib, I can't play,
No, they're terrible. They're awful.
The Knicks are awful, but they will be better. But I think they'll be better than Oklahoma City this year. I think Oklahoma City's my number 2 loser on this. Russell Westbrook will be somewheres by the next video that we produce.
Knicks.
But Oklahoma City is also getting back a lot of draft picks. I think they're, again, going the Philadelphia route where you just tank for a few years. And the number 3 loser on my list is Toronto Raptors, obviously. I mean, it's hard to say as defending champions that you're losers, but losing Kawhi is going to hurt. And is Toronto a destination city for NBA free agents?
They should go back to San Antonio and see if they can get their guard back.
There's a lot of talk about these small market teams losing all these players, but Milwaukee Bucks were the number 1 seed in the East. So there's just a lot of talk about the NBA should do something like the NFL franchises a player, and I think if they tried to do that, you're looking at a strike, big time. I don't think NBA players would ever allow that. But they have shorter contracts now, so the days of Karl Malone and John Stockton are gone. The days of Patrick Ewing in New York forever are just gone. They're
For the
gone.
most part, yeah, for the most part.
And the big
I
reason,
think Steph Curry's going to stay forever with the Dubs.
yeah, I think you're right. And don't call them that. That's like people. You know what drives me crazier than that is when people call humans humans,
Yeah.
or the city of Houston Houston. Huh?
It's people with a French accent who do
Right,
that.
like Houston. No, you know who says it is Mike Golick this morning on Golick and Wingo, and I'm like, what race is human?
Okay.
Is that somebody new?
Moving on.
So moving on, again, my Lakers got Boogie Cousins, and if you're talking about a guy who tore his Achilles like Kevin Durant did this past season, he's already a year removed from that. So they got him for like a year and $3.5 million.
Yeah, he was a steal.
That's a huge deal. The
Yeah.
Lakers, even though they didn't get Kawhi Leonard, have made a lot of great moves around that since then. And so LA is going to be the hotbed of basketball this year. A lot more parity in the NBA. It's going to be nuts. It ain't the Warriors anymore. Am I saying they're done? I don't
They're
know.
ready to stick a fork in them, but
Yeah, they're still going to be a playoff team, absolutely. D'Angelo Russell goes there from the Nets to make way for Kawhi, and
he can ball.
He's
Dude can ball.
Magic Johnson blew it when he traded him.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, the Lakers are better without Magic Johnson.
Oh yeah, they are. Yes, please. He's again like Phil Jackson. I mean, so many of these great players or coaches. Again, like Michael Jordan as an owner, he's terrible. Like, the only guy that I can think of that ever really, as a great player, that moved on to is Larry Bird. Great coach, great GM for the Pacers. Almost got them a championship. Of course, Shaq and Kobe had something to say about that. But again, the Magic Johnson as a coach wanted everybody to be Magic Johnson. They're not. You're not.
Yeah. Well, who wins? Who's the winners?
I got to say the Clippers over the Nets as the free agency winners because Kevin Durant doesn't play till next year. The Nets will be right there, playoffs this year, but I think the Clippers and the Lakers in the West, again, the Jazz, as I mentioned earlier, Denver, getting Jeremy Grant, the small moves to the already good teams are to me the bigger moves than getting these two superstars who have never played together because chemistry means so much. With a team like Denver and Utah, you already got a lot of chemistry, so all you need is just a little tweak here and there.
I hope we see Denver and Utah in the Western Conference Finals.
Yeah,
Portland
against Milwaukee.
Yeah.
In the finals. Yeah, that would be awesome. But there's your winners, losers, and if you're watching this video right now, tell a friend, and thank you, and keep hope alive. Check out the Facebook page.
Who smelt it, dealt it.
That's right. I haven't been very active on the Facebook page because life, and I've been working on masks and posters, and doing my research like an old man in a paper notebook. So that's really all I got.
Yeah, well, listen, we got a couple things coming up here. The basketball tournament is coming up. We'll get you some back of that, right? Yeah,
some info.
Boeheim's Army.
Hopefully, we can get some tickets to that.
Also, SU football camp's about to start. I've already circled some guys I want to talk about that are kind of dudes to watch out for in this upcoming year. I don't know about you. I actually woke up this morning thinking about SU football. I am so excited about the games. I think I went over their roster again this week. They're going to be a tough team. They're going to be bad to the bone.
It's going to be a good season. Mariano Rivera will be going into Hall of Fame.
Hey, how about that?
And
first unanimous ever.
First unanimous baseball Hall of Famer. That's amazing.
Yeah.
And Derek Jeter will be right around the corner next year, so get your tickets now for that because that's going to be a madhouse. That's going to be awesome. But,
yeah, it's going to be backed up to Herkimer. Cooperstown is going to have a traffic jam all the way to Herkimer.
Yeah, there are going to be people just permanently living in Cooperstown because they just can't leave.
Yeah, it's true. Anyways, good to be back. Until next time, everyone, hasta luego, Mexico.
Check out, subscribe, tell a friend, all that good stuff. Jake in the Wood, signing off.